It's great to be back. And I have got Zorg here with me. Are you coming, Zorg? Yeah, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. There he is. Hello. Have you been off doing something? You're very excited. Oh, yeah, you okay, all right. You're very excited, aren't you? You really are. Yes, you are. Oh, and you love me. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's lovely. So, can you tell me why you're excited? Yeah, you can. You want to show me why you're so excited? Okay, by going to get something. Okay then, well off you go. You go and get whatever it is and then bring it back and you can show the children as well, can't you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you won't be a minute. Okay, that's great. Okay, well he's gone off to get something and that will give me the opportunity just to tell you that today's video is actually going to be about the three kings or the three wise men, or as the Bible calls them, the Magi, the people who came to Jesus and brought gifts. They were very intelligent and they studied the stars and they found their way to him by following the star. So we're going to be thinking about them in particular today. And oh wait, Zorg's coming back. He's coming. Oh, you haven't got anything. Oh, you put it down. Right, okay, you're just going to get it now. Okay then, that's great. You hope I'm going to be excited. Oh, I am very excited. Okay, well you go and get it then and see what, show me what it is. Oh, it's a present. Who's it a present for? Is it a present? You can't talk, can you really? No, because you've got that in your mouth. Is it a present for you? No. Okay. Is it a present for the children? Oh, sorry, it's not a present for you either. Is it a present for me? Oh, thank you. No, I can't open it now, can I? Because I assume it's a Christmas present. And we don't open our Christmas presents until Christmas, do we? And now is, do you remember? Do you remember, children, what now is? It's Advent, isn't it? It's the time when we wait for Jesus to come. The kings, or the wise men, brought their presents and laid them at the feet of Jesus once he was born. And we open our presents on Christmas morning to celebrate. So can I put this under the Christmas tree, please? Okay, that's great. But you're still very excited. I bet you are. I'm excited too. I love watching people open the presents I bought them, so that's good. And yes, I'm sure there will be some presents for you too. I'm sure there will be for you as well, children. But this is one for me, apparently, so I'm quite excited about that. Well, I'm going to put that down. And I'm also going to ask you to sit down, Zorg, if that's all right, because I've got to show the children something as well that we're going to be making later, and then we've got to tell the story. Okay, is that all right? Fantastic, thank you. Right, so Zorg's going to sit down over there, and I'm going to just quickly show you before we carry on with our story what I'll be showing you how to make today. And as I've just said, we're thinking about the three wise men, and so I have made 3 wise men. I'm going to be showing you how to make one of them, this one, later, but they're all variations on the same theme. They can all be made using the same technique, so I'm sure you could make these and that would be great. So they could even maybe have a little nativity scene if you had to think about how to make the other figures. But once you've made one kind of figure, it's usually not too difficult to make the others. So I'll show you anyway how to make these 3 later on, but in particular this one. Okay, put them down and we'll pick up our beautiful book. Our book, This is the Star. And on the front, you'll see there are the Magi, or the 3 wise men. The Bible actually doesn't tell us there were 3. It just says there were lots of them. What it does tell us is that there were 3 gifts, and more about that in a moment. Right, so let's read what the book has got for us. I'll take my glasses off because I find it easier to see it when I do that. Okay. This is the gold and fragrant myrrh and frankincense, the gifts that were placed by the manger warm with hay, wherein a newborn baby lay. This is the ox and this the ass, who saw these wonders come to pass, at the darkened inn where the only room was a stable out in the lamplit gloom. Here the donkey and his precious load has trudged the long and weary road, looked on by the angel shining bright, who came to the shepherds watched by night, that saw the star in the sky. And there are the gifts, you can see them. We've got gold and frankincense and myrrh. And gold, well, I think we know what gold is, don't we? We don't know what form it took, whether it was gold coins or gold items, but it was certainly gold. And then frankincense is a sort of resin type thing that you burn and makes a fragrant incense smell. And it's often used in church to signify prayers and the presence of God. And then and it means that really, that's its idea. And then obviously gold stands for a king. And then we've got myrrh. Myrrh is a perfume that they actually used, and you may have learnt about this with Egyptians, when they were preparing bodies for burial. And it was a fragrant perfume. It was beautifully smelling, and they used to use that when they were doing that. And it did stand for death. So it's a strange gift, that one, wasn't it? Gold for riches and kingliness. Frankincense for holiness and God's presence, and then the last one, the idea of that Jesus came to die for us and then rise again and conquer death. So that's what that's all about. So that's the first part of the story. And then here are the kings themselves, or the wise men themselves. Can you see? All three of them. These are the wise men come from afar, who saw and followed the star, bearing the gold and fragrant myrrh and frankincense, the gifts that were placed by the manger, warm with hay, wherein a newborn baby lay. This is the ox and this the ass, who saw these wonders come to pass, at the darkened inn where the only room was a stable out in the lamplit gloom. For the donkey and his precious load, who trudged the long and weary road, looked on by the angel shining bright, who came to the shepherds watching by night, that saw the star in the sky. That's where we will leave it for now. So, in a little while, very soon, I'm going to be back, and I've got my stuff out to do the craft. So I hope you're going to be still with me at that point, and I'll see you later. Hi, right, I'm back, and we're going to be making, as I said before, we've got these three kings, and I've used different papers and things to decorate them, and different coloured beards. But this one, he's got like a dark blue coat, if you like, which I've decorated with some silver stars that I've used a pen to do. He's got that's actually a piece of marbled paper which I had left over from a project I was doing at some point. But it could be any coloured paper or patterned paper to make his crown. I've used one of these to stick on the front, and then I've made his beard out of some white paper. So I'm going to show you how to do him now. But the other two, just quickly, you've got a gold king, okay, with a gold hat with patterns on it, and some sequins just stuck there for a bit of glitz. And then he's got a black beard with some silver on it to show that he's going a bit grey, but it's also shining in the light, so it looks so nice, that does. And then also we've got this one, who's made out of sort of floral papers, wallpapery type, or wrapping papers. He's got a silver star, and he's got a red beard there. Look at that, fantastic. So there are three kings, but I'm going to actually be doing this blue one. So and you're going to need half a kitchen roll. There you go, cut in half. So I've got that, and then you're going to need a sheet of white that's later, blue cardboard or paper. Mine's quite thick actually, so it's more like cardboard. But and I'm going to be gluing that all around the toilet roll. I've just started it off, so I'm going to carry on now. gluing all around the toilet roll, or the kitchen roll, I should say, not toilet roll. Right, okay. And again, for speed, I am having to use a glue gun, but you can. I actually did the other two ones that I showed you with water-based glue. I actually used that just to test it was going to work okay, because I knew that I was going to have to use a glue gun while I was talking to you, so that it didn't take too long. So there's my kitchen roll, half the kitchen roll covered in the blue. That's the first thing. Okay, so I shall leave that to just dry quickly, and then I'm going to use, I've got this strip of marbled paper, which just cut a narrow strip of it, and then I've drawn some zigzags on it, which you can't see very well, so, and then I'm going to cut those to show you then how to make, I'm sure you know how to do this already, but it's how to make a simple little crown shape. And then I'm just going to fold it round to fit his head, but obviously I'm going to test that in a minute on his head. I'm not going to do that until I've tested it. Before I do that, I've got that ready. Before I do that, I'm also going to make his moustache and beard. And just for that, I've got a piece of white paper. I'm going to fold it in half, so whatever I do is symmetrical along the fold. And I'm going to draw a moustache shape. It's just been Movember, hasn't it? So we all know what moustaches can look like. And that's like a moustache shape, because when you actually cut it, nearly done. When you actually cut it and open it out, you've got a moustache shape. So that's his moustache, and he also needs a beard. Now I'm going to do this king. I did this king with a sort of quite a bushy white, sort of cloudy almost beard it looks. So we're going to do that again. Obviously, no, they never turn out exactly the same. So there's my shape that I've drawn. Can you see that? There we go. That's a bit better. A bit glary with this light, but I want to be able to see. So I'm going to cut that out as well. Make sure, of course, you use scissors which are suitable for you and that the adults in your life tell you are safe. As I said earlier, I only have some dressmaking scissors handy at the moment. So, old ones. I'm not going to get, I worry if they get blunted. So there's my beard. Well, not mine. There you go. So if I wore it, quite a little beard, wouldn't it? But it's going to be quite big on the king. So I'm going to stick, first of all, the beard on a little sort of bit further down, not too high up. Chopped a little bit of it off because it was a little bit long. Don't be afraid to do that, just to readjust. So I'm just going to stick that on. So first of all, there you go, the beard goes on. And then you take the moustache, when we can find it again. Oh, it's fallen on the floor. Hang on a minute. Ta-da! Right, take the moustache and we stick that at the top, just there. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm also also going to now stick on the crown. So I'm going to place it there, and then I'm going to bring it round the back, and I'm not going to stick it down until I know it fits, like that. Straighten up those bits. Okay, so some glue on round the edge. Got my glue on round the edge. Just fix it at the back so it doesn't come off. And there we go. Now, I should have done, really. I did tuck it behind his moustache last time round, but I forgot to do that this time round, so I don't want to wreck it. But on the other hand, I might be able to get it to come forward. Oh. Just about. There we go. Okay, so then what I did was I got my silver pen out. I'll do the star last. I'll stick his star on his hat last. And I put some swirls, a bit like I did on the star that I did at the beginning on the first video. Can't finish it all off, but there are. There's some stars, some swirls. And I made some moustache marks as well. I have made a mess of his moustache, so I'm going to have to give that a bit of a mend later. But, there we go. Okay, so he's partially done. There we are. And then I stick the star just there on the crown. And then just to finally finish it off, I just put some little stars all over his coat. Just give that a little bit more, and you should end up with one that looks like that. Obviously on video I can't take time over it, so better to show you that one because I took a bit of time over that one. Okay, and then you can make his friends if you wish. You can use all sorts. You can use whatever colour you want for his beard, and you can use whatever colours you want for their costumes. That's fine as well. All open season on this. And then you've got three kings. Fantastic. Maybe you could put them on the mantelpiece or something, or near the tree, or even on the tree. You could hang them on the tree. So there we go. Some good ideas there for you to make this Christmas. Right, we're going to go now, and I'm going to leave you with a little bit of music. Bye.
We traverse afar, field and fountains, moor and mountains, following yonder star. Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never, over us all to reign. Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy